What's up, guys? I hope you are all having a fantastic start to your month of December. If you've been following up on the Ripple XRP updates here on our channel, you already know this is going to be the most explosive month for XRP holders. It's safe to say this is our altcoin season, where we will see a life-changing run-up for the majority of these altcoins. This is that season where many of us will tap into opportunities to profit massively. But even as we invest, we must focus on high-quality coins that you can consistently profit from. That aside, let's head over to CoinMarketCap.com. And as you can see, the price of XRP today is at 96 cents, 0.9684 specifically, and we are slightly in the red zone today. The market has been down by 4.38% over the last 24 hours. Clearly, we are off to a slow start as the month of December kicks off. But the good thing is, we can always pick up momentum. Let's roll that beautiful intro and get into today's video with all that in mind. As always, welcome back to MoneySide, your favorite crypto news channel. If you are new here, welcome to the XRP Army. Hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you don't miss out on our daily crypto news updates. Now, as we all know, the global financial markets have been on high alert as the cash-strapped Chinese property giant Evergrande faces several critical tests in the coming days. We can see more of this story on MSN.com. The world's most indebted real estate developer is facing a series of deadlines for bond interest payments totaling tens of millions of dollars. In recent weeks, the company has been taking steps to raise the money it owes to customers, investors, and suppliers. There are several reasons why Evergrande's problems are severe. For starters, several people purchased Evergrande properties before construction began. They have made deposits and may lose their funds if the company fails. Evergrande does business with few companies. Construction and design firms, as well as material suppliers, are at risk of large losses, which could lead them to file for bankruptcy. The final point to consider is the possible impact on China's financial system. The financial fallout would be far-reaching. Evergrande reportedly owes money to around 171 domestic banks and 121 other financial firms. The Economist Intelligence Unit's, the EIU, Maddie Bekink, told the BBC. If Evergrande defaults, banks and other lenders may be forced to lend less. This could lead to what is known as a credit crunch when companies struggle to borrow money at affordable rates. A credit crunch would be awful news for the world's second largest economy because companies that can't borrow find it challenging to grow. In some cases, they're unable to continue operating. This may also unnerve foreign investors, seeing China as a less attractive place to put their money. Next, we've got a tweet. It comes to us from Bank XRP. It says, BitBuy sells XRP. Canadian crypto exchange BitBuy secures regulatory approval as marketplace and investment dealer. Further investigation reveals that BitBuy Technologies Inc., a Canadian crypto exchange platform, has gained approval from Canadian regulators to operate as a registered marketplace and restricted dealer for Bitcoin assets. BitBuy announced the news on Wednesday, claiming that the Ontario Securities Commission, the OSC, and the Canadian Securities Administrators had given their approval to CSA. Unlike other platforms that have only secured licenses to operate as investment dealers or brokers, BitBuy claims to be the only Canadian crypto firm to be both a registered marketplace and a restricted dealer. BitBuy's broker and marketplace approval mean the exchange will not need to route the trade orders of its customers to third-party entities abroad. With this OSC CSA ruling, BitBuy will be the first trading platform to offer Canadians a fully integrated solution for buying and selling digital assets on a Canadian regulated marketplace, said BitBuy in the announcement. Detailing the benefits of the regulatory approval, the company listed liquidity expansions to cover large volume trades, especially for institutional players. BitBuy also stated that being a regulated broker and marketplace will also bring greater transparency for its customers when trading cryptocurrencies on the exchange. BitBuy's regulatory approval comes as Canadian regulators continue to push for stricter crypto exchange oversight. In 2020, CSA deemed that most platforms fell under national securities laws. Canadian regulators have since taken action against a few crypto exchanges, including Poloniex and KuCoin. Now, as we wind down on today's video, we've got this tweet. It comes to us from Universe20 that says XRP and other top cryptocurrencies now accepted by Croatia's largest supermarket chain. If we follow up on that on U.Today, we can see that Konzum, the largest supermarket chain in Croatia, which was founded all the way back in 1957, has begun accepting cryptocurrencies in its online store, according to a December 1st report by Zagreb-based newspaper 24 Stada. The lineup of supported digital currencies include Ether, Bitcoin, XRP, Stellar Lumen, and Bitcoin Cash, as well as two stablecoins, Tether and DAI. Shoppers are now able to buy groceries, hygiene items, household supplies, and other items with the cryptocurrencies mentioned above. Konzum partnered with Croatian fintech company Electrocoin to use its paycheck system to facilitate crypto payments. They spent several weeks testing the service before the official rollout in the run-up to Christmas. Crypto is coming to Konzum's physical stores. Crypto payments will also gradually become available in Konzum's physical stores throughout the country. The company will begin with 60 locations that have self-checkouts. After that, new payment options will be introduced in 630 stores of all sizes throughout Croatia. As we stand, it's tough to predict when this market cycle will end. Probably we could be looking at the middle of next year here. The market is trying to power the rails of all the global finance, which may open us to more possibilities if it succeeds. So let's wait and see how everything will work out in the coming times. All that said, time now to take a look at the charts. Beginning with XRP, the monthly candle close is showing a big well-weighted for move to the upside. XRP has some catching up to do and is one of the top 10 alts which is yet to explode. It's a ticking time bomb and we all know it. We all know that the floodgates will be opened once Ripple pays a fine to the SEC and we all move north. Remember, the SEC doesn't protect investors, it protects Wall Street. If the SEC did protect retail investors, then it would make it illegal altogether for retail traders to even trade, as the percentage of winners doesn't outweigh the losers who get shaked out with all the FUD. XRP has not touched its all-time high in nearly 1,444 days, and while it may be looked at as a stable coin that won't move until the SEC lawsuit is settled, I believe that we will see the price much sooner than we'll see any lawsuit settlement. December is looking brighter, one day at a time. Patience is a virtue these final months. On now to Bitcoin. As per my last analysis, we know that Bitcoin is sitting around the $60,000 resistance zone and overall bearish from a medium-term perspective, trading inside the red channel. On the hourly chart, Bitcoin formed a valid head and shoulders pattern marked in blue. If the bears manage to break below the gray neckline, then the next bearish impulse movement would be confirmed. In this case, a movement till the 52,000 mark would be expected, which is also the intersection of the lower red trend line and daily orange trend line. Of course, unless the bulls take over by breaking the $60,000 zone upward. As always, remember to trade safely, guys. Please keep in mind we're not a licensed financial advisor. All videos on this channel are intended for entertainment purposes only. Tell us your thoughts in the comment section below and let's start a conversation. As always, thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to like this video and please click on that subscribe button below and turn on notifications so you get informed whenever we post our amazing content. Thanks again, and we will see you on the next Money Side.